Hey followers, today's adventure is a little bit different. We're here on the TCU campus in Fort Worth, Texas. We're actually going to check out a museum here in the science building, but first we're going to check out some of the art that's around the campus. So let's see what TCU has to offer. Alright, this is the new artwork on the Arman G. Carter Stadium. Arman G. Carter Stadium here in TCU. And to tell us a little bit more about it, here's my husband.
It's just kind of done in this southwestern Art Deco style. Brand new on the outside, but the whole of TCU's campus is kind of this this light brick and limestone. Obviously TCU spent a whole lot of money trying to make this great, but I just love the Art Deco-ness of this stadium, and it really is a beautiful place to watch a football game.
Alright, we're here at the Sid Richardson building and we're going to visit the Meteorite Gallery. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. So to go to the Meteorite Museum, we're supposed to check in at room 243, and we don't know where it is. So we're on a scavenger hunt. I'll let you know when we find it. So it turns out we're dorks and just missed the room. It was right in front of us. But we got to explore the science building, so that was fun. Welcome to the Meteorite Museum. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I hope everyone can hear me. So I can't actually record inside the museum, but I want to give you some tips, and there's stuff outside you can see. So this museum is free. It's not open very long. It's only open from like 1 to 4 Monday through Saturday, but it is really cool. There's a ton of information about meteorites and asteroids, comets. There's a whole bunch of other space bodies. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I said, there is some stuff you can see outside that I'm going to show you guys. Parking's a little difficult. You either have to do street parking, which there is a fee for, which you pay at a little kiosk, or parking. So there's street parking, or you can go to the TCU place and get a visitor parking pass. We did the street parking. It's like 25 cents for 12 minutes for up to 2 hours. So, and I think it's free on the weekends. So yeah, that makes it easy. But yeah, this is a really cool museum. And yeah. Okay, honey, tell me what you like about the vastness of space, or stars, or interstellar bodies, or whatever.
I like space because it is so. It sounds crazy, but it's so freaking cool. In that, it is nothing but danger, but wonder and discovery, and fascination, and that it's hard for me to comprehend that there are other things out there. I'm not talking about life or anything like that, but just stuff, outside this planet that we live on. That's our whole world. Our entire perception of everything is on this planet, and then there's things out there.
And what did you think about the museum today? Just the museum itself?
The museum was very cool. I wasn't expecting to see something like that at TCU, and it blew my mind that exhibit has 2,400 specimens, and only a very small percentage of them are on display, and they have some really incredible specimens out there, and that it's free. It's pretty small, really accessible, easy to get into. And one of the surprising things is how most of the meteorites in the world are sliced into pieces. So that way they can study the insides and they can distribute the pieces to various institutions around the world. I went in expecting to find a bunch of rocks, not a bunch of flat slices of rocks. But it was cool. You get to see the patterns inside the rocks, and they do a good job of explaining the meteorites and why they are the way they are, what they're made of, and where they come from, and their histories, and the history of scientific discovery around meteorites, etc.
All right. Would you encourage people to visit this museum?
Yeah, go. If you're in Fort Worth, you're looking for something to do. It's simple. We went on a day where there's no parking charged. We went on a Saturday, but other days it's very cheap to find the metered parking, and it's easy to get into. Again, free, limited hours, but that's okay.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. I'm sorry if I was a little quiet on the last recording at the actual museum today. There were students working, and I didn't want to disturb anybody. And then on top of that, they were closing, and so there was all this sound of them moving podiums and such. But I really did enjoy it. I learned a whole lot more about meteorites than I have ever known before. I love space because it's beautiful. The photos are beautiful. Just staring up at the cosmos is beautiful. And it makes me happy. But I've never really known much about meteorites besides the fact that they're a piece of space rock that have managed to get through our atmosphere and land somewhere. There's so many different types. I learned a little bit more about their composition and the fact that a lot of them actually burn up in the atmosphere before they're meteors that do not become meteorites because they burn up. So yeah, lots of various facts, but I would highly suggest visiting this free museum. Sorry, off camera, there is a bear wiggling on the floor. I think he's scratching his own back. Yes, would highly recommend visiting this museum. And I hope you guys liked this video. It was a little impromptu on a rainy Saturday. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're interested in seeing more from me, go check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. I will also put the link to the museum itself in the description below. And just enjoy learning about whatever it is that you enjoy. For me, it's travel in the vastness of space. Find what makes you happy. And have a good day.